Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
All right.
We're very, very excited to be a part of the Southern Shakespeare Company's production of Romeo and Juliet.
It's good.
So excited.
It's awesome. I'm stoked.
So this is Miles Muir, my son.
Hi, I'm Miles, and this is Rene O'Connor. I hope you know.
Your mom. So, all right.
All right.
Do you want to get started here?
Sure.
All right, guys. Here we go. Michael has a question for Miles.
Ooh, wow.
Is it intimidating to act with your mom?
It's fantastic. Yeah, no, it's I wouldn't say intimidating. I mean, it's just it's just, I don't know, it's just fun. I enjoy it because she's really good, really funny, really just smart and great.
He just wants to eat tonight. Right?
Yeah, I'd rather sleep in my bed rather than on the couch. I'd like dinner.
Do you are you ever intimidated being on stage? Yeah, okay. Govita. Okay. Hi, Govita. So, how did you learn the trade? I'm going to say that's probably for you.
Oh, for me?
Govita knows me from years back.
Oh, okay. How did I learn? I don't know. I mean, I've been doing bits and pieces for a long time. You know, I did. I think my first thing was probably words unspoken, right?
He was
short.
This big, really. His tough.
Yeah, like about that big, the size of my head. Yeah, that was my first real introduction to film. We've done a few family things here and there. Yeah, I've done some community theater, and that kind of just, you know, and then Watch the Sky was really big for me, and that, yeah, just, I developed the bug, and that's, yeah. I'm addicted. They got me.
So what's the hardest part of acting?
The hardest part of acting?
Just Govita.
Oh, the hardest part of acting. Well, aside from like learning lines and stuff, I think the hardest part of acting is I feel like it's kind of learning how to act it's like it fluctuates. So there are points where you feel like, you know, you kind of get it and you feel like you feel happy with your performance, you're doing good and all that, and then all of a sudden you see something and you realize you have all this much more to learn, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, I'm terrible. And then it's just the fluctuating. I think the hardest part is getting into like a little kind of rut and not being able to get out of it, but once you get out, it's fantastic. So
there are many, many years to go. Is this something you want to do as a profession?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the dream is definitely to act. I just need to find something that's going to make me a little bit of money. But definitely, if I could do anything, it would be to act, for sure, and just pursue the arts, for sure.
Okay, this is for me. Do I like to do stage shows more than TV? That's from Tanaya Jackson. I like to do them all. Really, I love performing with my family, so this is pretty fun. This is
I'm special.
Treat.
Yay!
It's really amazing. So yeah, I like it all. Miles, do you like to work with your mom? You're gonna get a lot of that.
It's miserable. It's so hard, so hard. It's fantastic. She really helps. She just really brings in new element. She really helps me with all my work and brings in kind of new element to all my performances and helps me look at things that I didn't see before. So I love working with Mom. It's fantastic.
Mama.
Got that Kiwi in me.
Okay. Do you see anything there? Hi guys. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hi.
Are we going to rehearse at home together? Yes, we are going to be rehearsing at home
a lot
before we even get out to Florida.
Probably for like a couple of months or a month and a half before we leave.
From now on, pretty much.
Yeah.
even more. Narch says
Lordy.
hello. He's gonna play Benvolio. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked to work with you, man. I'm stoked. I mean, I don't know if you're watching right now, but I'm stoked to start working. Excited to get out there. It's gonna be fun.
Clive Jackson. Let's see. Actually, same question. Like, how do we feel about working with each other? Eventually, we're gonna say we hate it.
After this one, I don't think I could ever do it again.
What do we like about Shakespeare or doing Shakespeare plays?
Oh, Southern Shakespeare. Yeah, I'm stoked to be out there, guys. It's exciting. Thank you guys for the opportunity, man. I'm really excited to be out there, especially working with this one.
Oh man, it's gonna be so fun.
Seriously.
Thank you guys for hosting us too. This is so much fun to do.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Why do you love Shakespeare plays? Because I know you definitely have a passion.
Oh, me?
For doing.
I don't know. There's just something about them. They like just kind of performing it and stuff. They have. I think it's the language. It's so hard to describe. But it's like once you get past the barrier of like the work needed to do it, and you kind of because it is a lot more work. Well, not necessarily, but it's a lot more surface level work.
Well,
like
iambic and
so it's a lot more like kind of academic work to kind of get into it. But once you get into it, just the language is so beautiful and fun to work with, and you can there's so many things you can play with, and it gives you the language gives you direction how to use it. So I like it. I think it's fantastic.
And Jonathan just asked, why do Shakespeare's works?
Oh, what do they mean to both of us?
Yeah. It's very lyrical. It's almost like singing, there's a melody to it, and there's the characters are so rich. There's so much to do there.
Yeah, they're timeless characters. I mean, like all the problems and challenges they face and the emotions they have. I mean, although it's doesn't if you're just reading it for the first time, it might not seem like you can relate, but every character and every problem they face, everything they go through is something that happens now, and it's challenges that we all face, that we can all relate to parts of these characters. And that, I heard, Shakespeare's meant to be seen and performed, not read. And that's completely the truth. You just get to attach to characters and really relate to them and understand what they're going through, the performance.
It's true. Kathleen, how hard is it to memorize Shakespeare's script compared to other scripts? It's
a bit challenging. Because you have to be word perfect. That's probably the hard part. Is you just have to get spot on. And then it's difficult to get every upbeat to remember all of that. But once you get it, you get it. It's like. You just gotta kind of get into the groove, and then like riding a bike, all of a sudden it's like, oh, I remember this line. I do the
And then it really becomes about the relationships.
Yeah,
I mean that's the truth of it all. So once you just get through the memorization part, honestly, it's all about just what's happening in the scene and the heart, and so the words come forward, and there's certain words that will pop more based on the relationships and what you're going through.
And it's almost a natural, like which ones pop, even if you just it without scanning, most of the words that you kind of hit naturally are the ones you want to hit anyways.
It's true.
Or at least I feel like.
Hi guys.
Like moving so fast.
Laura says, what's your favorite Shakespeare play?
Oh, mine? I mean, I probably should have read a lot more than I have. But I think I'm partial to Romeo and Juliet for a multitude of reasons. I love that it's a tragedy and a comedy in one play. It's up to about scene 1 of Act 3. It's a complete comedy. It's a rom-com, and then all of a sudden, all of a sudden people get murdered, and then things kind of escalate from there a little bit.
Romeo and Juliet, the rom-com.
Romeo and Juliet, the rom-com.
It's a twist, huh, Michael?
Yeah, and it's coming for Notting Hill's fame.
Southern Shakespeare questions. Can you read that, Miles?
Question shared by a fan on Instagram. For Rene, what draws you to perform Shakespeare plays? Is it hard as a mom to let go of the parent side and performing along your children?
I think Shakespeare, it's the challenge of performing Shakespeare and what we talked about, getting through the text and then working into the relationships. There's so much to do. It is the academic side, as Miles said, and yet the artistic side that you can merge together. And so I love the depth of work that I get to do and attack, which is so fun.
And it's
reconnect.
Reconnect. Hello from. Oh, we're back. Yeah.
Working with Miles, I don't worry about the mom being a mom thing at all because, we usually work really hard on the quality of what we're doing. So prepared. So I know Miles is just, he's going to take it. He's going to fly. So there's really nothing to worry about.
Yeah, man.
And it's just fun to watch him. I mean, it's one of the most amazing experiences to be able to just be either on the side and watch what's going on from behind the scenes, or to be in the scene and to be a part of something that is so unique. It's extremely special.
I know we've got one scene together that is definitely us, and it's so much fun to just messing around with it the entire time, and it's so great. I think that was to me. It's actually going to be your long-term career in the future. Yeah, it's the dream. I'd love to definitely do it. I just need it's the dream for sure. And what other types of roles are you looking forward to performing in the future? It's disappearing. I would love to do. Let me see. I have to really think. Bert from Mary Poppins. I'd love to do. Shoot, I'm blanking now because it disappeared. Well, I love performing alongside my mom and other family members. It's incredible to work and watch the sky. Even though I didn't really get to work with them that much in the film, Iris can be a bit of fun to work with.
Why? Well, I stayed from the older brother.
Yeah, she's really good, very, very good, and we worked pretty well together. I just fond of her because I'm her brother, so it's my job. And then Mom's just fantastic all the time.
Oh my gosh! I was producing.
Earning brownie points.
I still have to do your laundry later.
I'm
just kidding. I'm not kidding actually. No. What was I gonna say? Oh, Watch the Sky. So yeah, Watch the Sky I was mostly making sure the whole thing was running, but you and Jed and Carson and Luke came to film.
Oh, wow. They did a fantastic job.
Well, it's the two relationships of the two brothers that. I'm sorry, you guys.
Yeah.
It's very windy here. It's extremely windy, and we actually had hail.
It was amazing.
Not hell, but hail.
Hail.
It's hailing here in Southern California. So.
Sunny Southern California, we're getting hail.
Can you read what Kim just said over there?
Kim? Cotton.
Hi,
Kim. Hi, Cotton. They just said,
really?
Say hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Michelle says, are you a method actor like your mama? We haven't gone through that stuff yet.
I don't know. I wouldn't say yes. I think I'm a bit of a hybrid of a lot of different things. I kind of just do whatever works. I take bits and pieces from what I know how to do. I'm definitely not a master of anything. I need to learn a whole lot more. But I think from what I know about it, I use bits and pieces here and there. I just take bits and pieces of what is working for me that day and in that scene. I just use it. The character.
Someone just asked if this is my son. Yes.
It's a lie.
He's huge.
I've been kidnapped.
His grandfather kept pulling his feet when he was really young.
Yeah.
And
they're huge. I could put them up to the screen, but you guys might not be able to breathe for a few seconds. Yeah. They don't smell that bad, but they. Okay, I might take that back. Anyways, aside from my hygiene,
Let's see what
Ooh,
else.
how's the tap dancing coming
How is
along?
that tap dancing coming? It's better than it was, as you guys all saw. Yeah,
Sorry.
Iris and I have been doing it a little bit, so it's getting better a little bit. Yeah.
Little by little.
No.
Yeah. I still love the Beyond the Farthest Star Instagram post. That's still my favorite.
I wasn't gonna post in there.
It was so great.
Sending that to you guys. Boom.
Smash. Oh, so good. Sorry.
You guys,
I do love my mom. I promise.
Yay. Thank you. He likes to see me in pain.
Yes, I love my mom.
How do you
in pain? What?
Wait. How do you feel about your son getting into acting? Oh yeah. You know, as I say to Miles, I mean, Miles is extremely academic as well. I mean, he's great in math and science and all these things, and you know, has been excelling in those areas. So we just say, well,
Excel is one word.
yeah,
okay, I guess so. Yeah.
So I mean, we think that that it's great to have two different areas, you know, to definitely pursue the arts and pursue acting because he loves it. We want to support what he loves, but to also have something else. It's not that the plan B, because I was rebellious against that, but to have something else that just balances your life in more ways. So we're trying to help just support Miles and explain what that might look like.
Yeah, I just need to find it. That's the problem. Doing so much theater, I'm like, I don't want to do anything else, but I need to find something else.
No, not as something else.
Yeah, but I need to start exploring my options, I think. But I'm gonna hardcore pursue theater and acting for sure. It's a dream.
Let's see.
Will this spring be your first time in Tallahassee?
Oh yeah, it will be our first time in Tallahassee this spring.
Yeah, Tallahassee for sure. Yeah.
So excited.
Type of performance or anything you're looking forward to while you're here? Well, I'm definitely looking forward to the Renaissance Fair. That's a part of. I'm sorry. It was so casual, and it just. I don't know what came over me. All of a sudden, I'm Jabba the Hutt over here.
This is like in the car.
Oh, yeah, that's fun. We play Hotbox quite often. Yeah.
Jay has a good question here. Jay, my question's for Miles. Miles, do you intend to keep studying behind the camera because has done that before?
Yes. I mean, I think definitely my I want to as far as the main thing, I definitely want to refine how I act and that craft, but I'm definitely very curious about directing and producing and cinematography. I've done bits and pieces, but nothing really. Well, yeah, I've never really sat down and studied it, which I feel like I should. Just even if I don't intend on being a producer or a director, if I want to just be an actor, just so I can know the other side of the camera, just so I know how to relate and all that. And but it looks like fun. I mean, I've from what I've done and seen, it is fun. It's a different type of fun, but definitely very fun because you're just creating. You're the puppeteer behind it all. It's really cool.
I see Beyond the Farthest Star. Hi.
Yeah, the Farthest Star.
Yeah, we'd love for you to come see us, Romeo and Juliet.
For sure.
We hope you can. We'll be thinking of you. I hope you can make it. Ben, that'll be awesome. Let's see.
It just reminds me of the tap video every time.
Oh yeah. But you saw Beyond the Farthest Star.
I did. That was a fantastic film.
That was a great film.
Love that. I've got teary a couple of times in that one. And there are few films get me teary. It's got to be really, really strong. And that one, I think I cried 2 or 3 times. It was intense.
Can you see what Marco's saying there? Have you ever watched?
Miles, have you ever watched your mom's acting jobs, like Xeno, for example?
Oh. Wait till it comes.
Yeah. Watched my mom's acting jobs. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces. I saw Beyond the Farthest Star, and I've seen her act and Watch the Sky, and in other things like words unspoken, and I've seen. I know this. Yeah, this is going to be shocking. I haven't seen all of Xena, but I've seen a few
You're gonna
episodes.
be like ejected.
You know, I'm
the
about
building when they meet you. Again.
Seriously, you guys are all going to come to Romeo and Juliet, praise mom, and like light me on fire at the stake. But yeah, from what I've seen of Xena, it's fantastic. I love it so much. Just seeing mom, spunky little mom coming in and just bobbing and weaving. It's so great.
They actually only just started watching it.
Yeah, well, I saw a couple when I was a lot younger. I never really understood. That's what I mean. Like I think I've seen quite a few. I just was too young to really remember it. You know, I remember the only one I remember was like the Halloween one. Scared the wits out of me. I was so young.
Yeah.
But yeah, recently we've been watching the reruns, and it's really great. I love it so much. It's just so funny seeing you do like flips in the air, and it's so awesome.
Miles, let's see what else. Someone wanted to ask if I am the same age as Miles when I made The Flood. Oh yeah, the TV movie The Flood. That's a great question. No, I was not actually. I was in my early 20s for The Flood, but I think the first professional acting job, I was 17, so close in age to Miles, which is interesting. Yeah.
Hopefully that's a positive moment. Hopefully it means I have a successful career. That'd be awesome.
Oh.
It's in my stars. Hopefully that'd be awesome. I'll work for it. I promise.
Can you see? I'm sure you can be better than I can.
Hey, Leah Ray Moulton. My cat is so funny. Cats are funny. We had some. There was one over here. He may have left.
Oh.
Yeah, he was. Yes, I'm sure they will be jumping back and forth. They'll probably knock the Watch the Sky poster over at some point.
So yeah, there are a lot of questions about Watch the Sky. So we will. We should have some updates on it on the first half of this year. So probably by the spring, then we'll know where it will be going and what platforms it'll be released on. Yeah, so it's I will know more later in the year. I see Katiana. Katiana, would you rather play who?
Where?
Oh, that's right. God.
Where is it?
Down below at the bottom there. Underneath there's Penny.
Oh, where to play on
Penny's laughing at Spunky. Little so true.
I don't know what I'd rather play.
You have to read the question.
No, I did. The Marius or on. I forget the pronunciation every time. That's so tough. Why do you do this to me? Right now, probably like probably Marius. I don't know. Every day it goes back and forth. I'll take if I could get either of those, I'd be thrilled. I want to do the show so bad.
How do you plan to prepare for Romeo?
Thank you. Sorry.
From Darlene.
Sorry. Thank you. Darlene, what'd you say?
Darlene is asking how will you prepare for Romeo?
As far as just planning right now, I plan to be off book before I get out there in April.
Michael's saying you.
No, yeah, I will be off book by the time I get out there. And I want to. My goal is to be, because I'll be coming in a little bit after rehearsals start. So my goal is to be performing at the best I can be, and being happy with my performance and content with it, and just getting mom's kind of approval of it. So when I get out there, yeah, seriously. So when I get out there, I have a strong base to start with, and it's just little things that they can that we can work on and stuff. Because I want to do a lot of work out there, and I want to learn a lot. I'm really excited because I know I'm going to learn a lot. It's going to be fantastic. But I definitely want to not be behind when I get out there. I want to be definitely on in the same place as everybody else, if not ahead, so that I can kind of match the tone of what everybody else is doing. Because it'll be definitely a change when I get out there, and working with different people, but it's gonna be so nice. I'm so excited.
Well, it's a good question too, because there's so much that happens to Romeo. You know,
Yeah.
it's such a big arc. How do you find the depth for some of those moments, falling in love, and then it's against him, being banished, banish it.
You know, working with you is definitely gonna help because you're gonna, you know, pull the stuff out of me.
Oh, right.
But you know, you just find, you know, you either find memories or you find something to imagine to kind of cultivate that type of emotion. And then I feel like once you do it a few times, the lines kind of become associated with that emotion. And so it's a little bit easier to start bringing something forward because you hit the lines and there's already the emotion connected to it. So for some of the deeper stuff, it's easier once you've run it to perform more efficiently. But that's with everything. You know, the more you run it, the easier and more fun it is. Right? I think so.
Yeah.
You got such a solemn look. I'm like, am I failing my test?
Aw. I'm just reading as well.
It's
Just
small.
reading. I don't mean to be distracted a bit. There's so many great questions. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are so sweet. Thank you for being so supportive.
I wish I could show you a picture of my cat.
Oh,
Howdy.
Karen wants to know, in our family, who has the best sense of humor?
I saw your look. Is it me?
I was gonna say it's Miles. It's Miles or Jed.
It's definitely me, and I'm so humble.
Jed and Miles are like neck and neck, I'd say.
Yeah, Jed's got a good sense of humor. Yeah.
Depends on the type of humor.
It does. Yeah, and it depends on.
Break it out.
We found you again. Yeah, it depends on the time of day. Because if it's a long day of work, he's not exactly ready to be the clown for the night. But most days he's good. He's good on his movie lines and impressions. He excels at those.
Yeah, nobody can touch him.
Oh yeah, I miss his Jack Sparrow
well.
impression. I do my best, but
you keep up.
I'm nowhere close.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, let me guess. Can I guess?
Oh, why do you do that to me?
I wouldn't even know. Oh my God. I like everything.
Oh, that's like one of the hardest. That in movies is like, those are the hardest questions.
Favorite food. First thing comes to your mind.
Right now, I think meat pie probably. Maybe sausage roll. Ooh, burger sounds kind of nice.
Meat
Meatloaf. Oh.
Meat pie. Wow.
Oh, that
I
sounds
would say
amazing.
like enchiladas, you know.
Enchiladas?
Yeah.
A good burrito. Yeah, meat pie sounds really good. That's what I've been going with lately. Is like, because I'm just stoked about, you know, another trip to New Zealand. I really want a meat pie and a sausage roll. Meat pie, sausage roll, and some some cookie time. I'm so excited.
So I'm going to keep you back. It's great to hear both of you working together in this project. And have we worked together before? We have actually on Watch the Sky and Words Unspoken, and then we have performed together before.
Yeah, a couple community theater things, just here and there, different places.
Does acting? What does it say? How does acting compare when you are with your mom or without?
What about this one from April? Coping with it just happened in Florida.
Where's that?
Right here. April. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Yeah. You know.
Great question.
Yeah, awesome. It's tough. It's really tough. I don't know. It's just we need to find something we can do because right now, just standing here and waiting isn't enough. It's just happened too many times. You know, it's like we gotta. I'm looking for the right thing to do. There are a couple of places I forgot exactly where they were, but you know, both you and Stephanie, there are a couple of groups that we're looking to get involved with, just to, you know, just as just members of the community, just to start saying something because it's ridiculous, man. I mean, there's no reason that I sound like a dictator saying how this happened, but like there's no reason that we can't step forward to, if not stop, at the very least dramatically decrease the just the frequency of this happening. It's like close to every month now something else, you know? And it's like it's just ridiculous.
Do your friends talk about it?
Yeah, no, everybody serious. I mean, just everyone's infuriated because it's we go to school and I go to a pretty safe school, but it's it's a safe school until something happens.
And you guys had the drills, and I remember the first time Miles told me that they had the drills for shooting, and it was just I was like amazed because it's amazing how much our lives have changed. It's crazy, but it's real. And so every time there's a shooting, you literally your breath just stops, and you wonder, well, where is it? And it's such an awful feeling. But anyway, that's a great question, April. It'll definitely, all this is in our hearts and will always be in our hearts, and we want to do something about it. So
for sure, yeah.
We want to try to help the leaders of our youthful nation that are really getting some attention right now, finally. So we're going to see what we can do with that as well. I say we because we talk about this at home all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Had a couple conversations recently, just the past 2 days, haven't we? Right.
What we can do, yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We just had an animal on behind us. Get him, Barry.
You guys. Can you let's see. Do you want to read some of those all?
Can you get a Jack impression? Actually, I don't have a good Jack Sparrow impression. Jed's the one to ask, though. He's got an amazing Jack Sparrow impression that I actually haven't seen since I was like 8. So, I think eventually he'll probably be on here and, him to do it. Get him to do impressions. He's fantastic at it.
Sherry Snyder, hello. She was asking if the Shakespeare production will be during a Renaissance-like festival, and yes, it will be just very cool.
Really cool. really exciting. I'm stoked. It's really cool. Just you get so into the world then, it's an opportunity unlike anything else. I'm really, I don't think I could. Yeah, I'm just so lucky, so excited, because that's really cool. It's awesome. It's a beautiful amphitheater and a big Renaissance fair. It's gonna be really exciting.
Hi. Let's see.
Hey, Barry.
Sherry also had a question about Watch the Sky. She wanted to know how it started. It did start as a short film. We had a friend, Alex Murillo, who became friends with Miles and asked him to be in his short film. And so then Jed and I spoke with him and we said, if you want to extend this to make it a feature film, then we'd be interested in producing it. And that's how it all started. So Alex Murillo is the writer-director. And we can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yeah. Fingers crossed that it comes out.
Is there anything over there? Hello, Michelle.
What I mean is, are you more comfortable when your mom is performing in the show with you, or is it easier when your mom is not in the show? Or do you like both ways?
Great question.
Thank you for the question, Arista. I actually like it better when mom is in the show, because for me, then she's more involved with it and is more open to work with me. But yeah, and it's just
what he's talking about.
it's a lot more fun because it's the memories that you will never get the chance to make it again. It's just seeing each other perform on stage. Watching her go up. I see her at the house all the time, and it's like, oh, there's mom, and then I see her go up on stage. I'm like, whoa, where'd you pull that out of? It just comes out of nowhere, and she's just completely different. It's so much fun to watch, and it's just fun to be up there with her. She's just got so much energy. It's so great. So yeah, I prefer to work with mom rather than not. It's because it's just so much fun.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you most.
I'm getting dinner tonight. Yes.
Bianca wants to know, what sort of music do you like?
What kind of music do I like?
Yes.
Oh, classic rock. Yeah, I mean, some country, but mostly like classic rock and actually some mumford stuff too. But definitely, if I'm looking for like the broadest thing that I like and kind of grew up on, definitely classic rock. Right now, I like a lot of mumford too, just kind of relaxing, doing homework stuff. I'm listening to a lot of the Guardian soundtrack actually. Good stuff.
Kim wants to know, what did you get your mom for your birthday?
What did I get my mom for her birthday? Oh, you guys are gonna love this. So yeah, there's this little bakery nearby that we used to go to all the time, and I got her 3 red velvet bundt cakes with some icing on them.
They're delicious.
And now she's on a cleanse. I get to polish them all off tonight. I'm so excited.
I know. I tried to eat as much as I could, knowing I was going on my healthy.
You barely made a dent.
30 days of healthy.
It's really exciting. I just polished off the fudge cake. So I get my present to her.
They know I love
red velvet
cake.
bundt cakes.
My family knows I love cake. So cake.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Let's see.
Oh, the trailer looks great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Try to read some.
Sandra, good to hear from you. Do you like comedy or sci-fi or drama?
Is this me or you?
It could be for both of us.
Okay.
It's from Sandra Elian. I'd love to be in a Shakespeare comedy at some point. I'm always doing all the dramas, which I love. I do love them all, and I don't know that I have a favorite Shakespeare play because they're all so different.
Exactly. I think as far as genres, I like to mix it up. Like it's very rewarding to do dramas, and they're fantastic. But I feel like doing a ton of them in a row gets kind of draining and a little bit, hard. Whereas comedy kind of brings more energy, lightens it up a bit. So I like to keep it in balance.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely that feeling with play like Romeo and Juliet that you have this dread, the dread of you just know eventually you're going to go through this horrible experience, and there's always that feeling. You try to live in the moment, and there are all these other elements to it, but you're going to go through something that's pretty awful at some point, and so
I'm going to die. It really sucks for me.
That's great. So yeah, there's that quality of the dramas that it's you're.
Seriously, I'm going to murder 2 people and then die. Yay.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Well, it's fun to pretend.
Yeah, it's fun to pretend.
Yes, I would not like to murder 2 people and then die in real life. That would be unfortunate. Yeah. I think that's obvious though. I think that's definitely an obvious.
Yeah.
I'm just spitting words. Verbal diarrhea.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Have you ever watched Xena or any movie or show your mom is in? Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, as I said earlier, I've seen some Xena episodes and most of the movies you've done. I didn't think I ever saw Infinity, but other than that, I've seen.
That's right. No.
Yeah.
Let's see, Kathleen.
Wait. I'm sorry. Penny's comment. It's very just sped through. Penny's comment. LMAO. Watch Rene get 100 red velvet bundt cakes to every performance from now on.
Woo! I'll share.
She's gonna have like triple chins. But wafer thin. All right.
Thanks.
Anyway. Gotta make my mom look good.
Jay, what draws you to acting? For me, it was about just being able to be really truthful and live in the heart, be truthful from the heart. That was for me. How about you?
What draws me to acting? It's definitely a multitude of different things. At first, when I first did it, you just get this crazy adrenaline thrill. that I loved. It was fantastic. Being up there, you come off, you're just buzzing. And then after a couple of shows, that it didn't dissipate, but it was less intense as it was the first couple of shows. But then I began to appreciate and really love just the energy that. And we're back. Yes, I'm drawn to acting because of the energy and just the social aspect of it. Just the amazing people you meet and work with, and just once you get up there, the incredible energy that you all kind of just put forward and just share, and it just kind of fills you up. And once you get that, you just kind of ride on it. And when you tell them the story, it's just fantastic, and expressing all the different emotions and just going through it, it's just so rewarding and fun. Yeah, I love it. It's fantastic. It's hard to describe, but it's really, really fun.
Yeah. Try not to go over the same questions.
After Watch the Sky, anything else in the near future for either of you?
Well, Romeo and Juliet.
After Watch the Sky, anything in the near future for either of you? Right now, it's the production of Romeo and Juliet with the Southern Shakespeare Company. Other than that, I think.
Yeah. Here's one from.
It's gonna be really, really cool though. It's a big production. It's gonna be fantastic.
Naren wants to know how weird is it to see yourself on screen. We did have a screening of Watch the Sky, and Miles was almost 14 when we. Right?
I think it was.
You were 14.
It was
almost 15 then. Okay.
Yes, I think so.
You weren't quite.
But it's weird, but it's definitely weird. But for me, it was a little bit easier because in the span of time from when we shot it to when I actually saw it, I changed so much that looking at myself, it didn't really seem like me because I changed so much. So it looked like I was kind of watching someone else perform a little bit, so it was a lot easier for me to watch. Yeah. If I watched myself now, it would be a bit harder. A little harder.
Steve has a question for you there. Steve Sears.
Steve Sears? Oh, hey, Steve. Would it embarrass you if someone had photos of you in Spider-Man or was asking for a friend? I'm not even surprised. Please. I'm not even surprised. I mean, with all the things I did as a little kid, I'm not surprised. I used to wear a Buzz Lightyear suit just everywhere I went.
Everywhere.
I have a picture of myself in an aquarium in a Buzz Lightyear suit.
He would always wear some sort of costume everywhere he went. And then I remember once there was this little bumblebee outfit. And it was just so cute. I was like, oh, Miles, do you want to wear this? He said, no. No. Yeah, because
I think I remember
it didn't
that.
make sense to him because he would already wear a costume. And that would be a costume. Whereas this was just his skin. I was like, okay, that's good.
Yeah, that definitely sounds. I think I remember doing that.
Because that was a costume. There's one.
Oh, wow.
Someone who just went through was D was asking binge watch on Netflix. I haven't in a while.
I finished The Office. That was fantastic.
Just finished.
Well, I finished that one a while ago. With school, it's kind of harder, and then I kind of off and on Breaking Bad, which is really good.
It's very good. My last one was Stranger Things, the first season.
Oh, yeah, I binge watched Stranger Things.
It's been a while.
Stranger Things is really good.
What is that? Can you see anything up there? No. Love from Philadelphia.
Which one?
Have you guys seen Stranger Things? We just said
Stranger Things is fantastic. It's got definitely Watch This Guy's got a bit of a Stranger Things feel to it, although it's not. The thing I was worried about when I saw Stranger Things coming out is like people would think we copied them, but we were producing it at the same time. We kind of all had the same idea at the same time. It got a similar kind of small town feel, but it's very different.
That's a good point. It's very similar to Stranger Things.
Very similar, but it's very similar but different at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you watch Grey's Anatomy? No, I don't. Sorry.
over here. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Way to go, Steven Sears. Thanks. Favorite Disney character, not any Mary Poppins character. So I can't pick Bert. Oh wait, but Marvel's part of Disney now, so let me think. Favorite Disney character. That's tough. There's a lot of them, and especially now with Marvel. I'd probably pick a Marvel character. Like, there's so many great. Probably like Iron Man or Spider-Man or something.
Black Panther.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be
awesome.
really good. And Infinity War. Oh, I'm so excited.
Paula wants to know. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep.
No worries.
Paula wants to know, how long will Romeo and Juliet run? It's May 10th through May 13th. Cascades Amphitheater.
So 4 shows. Right?
Really excited to work with Michael. That was another question. What are we most excited about the production? Cannot wait to join this cast.
Yeah, seriously.
Of amazing actors and have the opportunity to learn from each other and work with Michael.
You couldn't have said it any better. I'm just really excited to learn because I know I'm going to learn so much when I'm down there, and it excites me so much because I know that I'm going to do it. It's going to be thrilling. It's going to be fantastic. The energy is going to be incredible, and I'm going to just come out of it just so much better because I know I'm going to learn so much during this process, and it's so exciting. There's the dog in the background. He's got his little stuffed animal, and he's pretending to be some big wolf.
Come on, babe. Just come on, babe. Hi, this is Iris. Iris is here too.
Hi.
Okay.
That's our Stan Lee cameo.
There she goes.
And there goes the dog.
Let's see. Paul wanted to know, for me, thank you for the birthday wish. And do you think you could play the character Hamlet? That's interesting. That would be a challenge. I mean, whoa, that would be a great challenge, Paul. Sure. Holly wants to know when will Watch the Sky be released. Again, I hope I'll know more by probably after the spring of this year. I'll know where it's going and what's happening.
Do you think Rene influenced you on acting? 100%. I think, I have to give a lot of credit to all the drama teachers I've had and directors I've had because they have helped me a lot for sure. But I think I have to give them most of the credit for my growth as a performer. Probably mostly because of the one-on-one work I've gotten with her and just the help that she's given me directly on just like developing a character and all that. And through that, I think, your methods have kind of worn off on me a little bit, don't you think? Or
I don't know. I mean, there's so much to learn.
I'm
a student in every production. I look at it as an opportunity to learn
Clean
something
slate.
new. So
It's really exciting.
But there's still so much to learn, to share.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
That's
I'm the beginner of beginners.
fun. Let's see. Jackie wants to know, how do you prepare differently for theater acting versus film acting? That's a really long explanation, but mostly it comes down to, I think they're the essence of them. They originate from the same place, which is from us, and we bring who we are to the character to just look for truthfulness, and from there it kind of branches off in different directions. But it's definitely starts through who we are and the characters and telling the story and relating. So.
Well, and I feel like preparing for a theatrical production, it's definitely bigger than when you're on camera. You have to kind of find ways to really amplify the emotions on camera. As long as you kind of think the emotion and kind of feel it inside, it shows on the camera because it's watching every little move you make.
Am
Am I friends with Lucy's boys? I think I've met them once or twice. We went down to New Zealand. I haven't seen them that much. I mean, I'm sure I'd get along with them pretty well. I just barely remember them, actually. It's been so long.
You remind me a lot of Julius. Julius and Miles are very similar. But yeah. And
I'm sure he's a great guy.
Yeah, dear. Iris is rolling her eyes as well. We're all rolling our eyes.
Of course she is. I heard a groan back there.
Oh my gosh.
Pamela wanted to know what is inspiring me to paint. It's just a beautiful way to have another sense of expression. When I can't act and direct and produce, it's just an opportunity to do something on a daily basis. I love painting. Back into
Really
it again.
good at it too.
I don't know.
I think so.
Thank you.
I like her paintings.
Thank you. Anything else?
Happy belated birthday, Renee. Mine was the day after yours.
Happy birthday.
Renee, will you ever do
Stephanie? Yeah.
Will you ever do Ash versus Evil Dead with Bruce and Lucy?
I'm definitely, yeah, I'd love to see those guys and do something with it. It hasn't really worked schedule wise, but they know I would love to be a part of their crew. Yeah.
Get the game back together. Would I ever want to do a series like my mom did? I'd love to. It'd be fun. I mean, I'd like to act in any way, whether it's on the screen or on the stage. I just want to continue to do it. And a series, it sounds fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'm open to anything. Really.
This is a good one. Mary Compton says, Miles, when I was 16, I became employed in a business where my mother was a long-term respected employee. I felt compelled to emulate her standards of hard work and dependability. Do you have similar concerns?
Good question.
Yeah,
great question. To emulate. Compelled to emulate. Well, yes and no. I feel like it's, as far as hard work and working for it, I feel like that's something that I've wanted to do regardless, just to do a good job and to present, the best that I can do, because that's just how I, feel about life. Is, like why wouldn't I put my best foot forward? But I definitely think so. This question. I feel like with acting, it's like I'm kind of like I'm doing my own kind of thing, but also at the same time watching what she's doing and doing my best to kind of explore, and also just asking for help and asking for her thoughts and all that. And that's really what, helps me the most, is I know that I know maybe eventually I'll be as good as her, but I know that I'll never be able to really look at her performance and then look at mine and think, yeah, I did like an equal good job, because I'm just my own worst self-critic. But I think as long as I feel like I'm doing a good job and working hard, and that everybody else is like the director thinks I'm doing a good job, and my fellow actors think I'm doing a good job, I'm happy. And just asking for help, really, because I feel like even the best of the best, asking for help, it doesn't mean that you're like any less. It's just asking for a new perspective, because honestly, you get so tied into your character sometimes. You're so tied into doing this one thing, you get so tunnel visioned that sometimes just asking for a fresh perspective opens it up a little bit, and all of a sudden you see this, and that just adds so much more to this, and all of a sudden you have this, and and then you just find that one little thing that you needed.
And then you start tap dancing,
yeah.
and
Miles, who's your favorite Jedi? Probably either. I'm a bit of a original trilogy guy.
That's right.
So
this year, yeah.
probably either Luke. Although I do like Obi-Wan.
Oh, interesting. Good question.
Yeah.
Julie Joel says hi. Hello back to you.
Hello.
And wants to know if you would do a comedy with your mom and push it like Bad Moms or Bad Sons, or is that the phrase, right? Like Bad Grandpa or something.
Oh, so that's something. I don't know. I definitely do a comedy with Mom. 100%. It'd be fantastic. It'd be so much fun. She's really good at comedies. Just putting that out there. She's got some great timing.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Becky. Thank you. My son, thank you.
Becky?
I always start it further.
Oh.
Sorry. But you can. I know.
Oh, well.
Since we're the
Shook
same.
folks, I'm speechless. That's so cool. You guys are too nice to me. Got like my sunburnt acne combo up here, you know, burping in the first 5 minutes, and you call me a wonderful young man.
Come on. You're 16. Someone said that too. Someone said I was really brave going on Facebook Live with my 16. I was like, yes. And Iris is in the background going, oh my gosh.
Yeah. You should hear every now and then I try to sing, and the groans and just sighs I get from this one are intense. And that it just motivates me to sing even more, because I know that it's just going to cause more groans, and it's very entertaining for me. I don't English.
You guys are cracking me up. Is there anything else?
Renee, when was the last time you saw Lucy?
Oh, it's been too long, actually.
Yeah.
It's been too long. I wasn't able to get down to New Zealand for Pleasure Dome. But thank you guys for going. Everyone who went and took a picture or a video, I looked at all of them.
Yeah, we saw her in a play Sleeping Beauty, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We did, Iris and I and Miles?
No,
it was Iris and I went to see her in Sleeping Beauty, but I don't know if that was the last time. I think I have seen her since in Los Angeles, I believe.
I haven't seen her.
Well, anyway, thank you again for taking all those videos, because I lived vicariously through you all, and she looked amazing, and I just really wanted to be there. So hopefully she'll do it again, and in America.
How is it working with the family on set? It was really fun, because, you know, again, I had a lot of mentorship through both Mom and Jed. You know, the things that, you know, Mom picked up on, and then things that Jed picked up on, and it just really helped with everything. And it was just fun, too, because it was a very comfortable, fun environment, especially for my first time. And, yeah, it was just really, really cool. Something I'll never forget. Never forget.
I think that was probably the first time having anyone really direct you.
Oh, yeah.
And it was interesting later on to go back and for us just to talk about it as a family, right? This is Watch the Sky, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
And for us to just kind of talk about it as a family, right?
Yeah, and just kind of work on things. And
because it was a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
Miles. It was
spent all summer learning those lines. Those sciencey things were, wow, yeah.
That's right.
He's
a science
with
guy.
60 miles coming down to this.
Is there anything there?
Teens burping and farting going hand in
I
hand.
know. What are you gonna do? You know, this is true.
Yeah, after like a sports practice, I like to sneak up the car.
Miles, they don't need to know. They really don't need.
Yeah,
just
right.
The sweat of a teenage boy.
Do you guys really want to know?
Well, you guys don't. Well, you guys don't.
You
comments from the peanut gallery
you
over here.
Disconnected the whole internet. Well, I think you guys, that might be it. These are all of our questions from you. Thank you. Make sure. Is there anything else? Thank you. Yes, Kathleen, you were the one that said that. I know. Kathleen said I was very brave. Facebook Live. Love it. I love my son, and thank you guys for coming to see us. We can't wait to do this production.
It's really
It's going to
exciting.
be amazing. And yay.
Yay.
Thank y'all. And we'll see you in Tallahassee.
Yeah, see you in Tallahassee. Bye, guys.